If you want to fight and somebody else doesn't, they may run away from you.
Hold on. Back. What do you mean? I'm completely non-effective.
It just doesn't work. I don't know why. Swords go through it like butter. Also, you're going to find that you're going to take more damage from swords here. I don't know why. Yeah. SAG membership. I've heard, but I haven't verified. If somebody loses their SAG membership, they lose their talent. I don't know if it's true, but yeah. And at this point, his phone rings. He goes, "Excuse me." Yeah. Now, while he's on his phone call, new stuff for the PCs. You've already got your talent. Sanity only for the zone. If you're in honorable combat, it's much less sand loss for weird reasons. Let's see. New defense and attack skills for all PCs here. Any weapon wielded against you other than a sword does one place on the damage track less to a D3 minimum. For example, if somebody has a fire axe that normally does D8, on you guys, it does D6. Falling damage and shit, not changed. Swords, on the other hand, do one dice place more on you. So normally a sword doing D8 now does D10. Let me know when you're done writing, and I'll tell you something else that you're going to like.
What about, you did say something about when, not everybody uses swords, any kind of handheld weapons. Only swords, though, do more damage.
Yes, and the others do less. So if you're really insistent on using your axe, you're going to be doing D6s to people, but they'll be using a sword on you and doing D10s. So you're probably going to end up with a sword. Also, everybody picks up a new always on, no skill roll required thing called Amazing Regeneration. Now, a lot of these things, by the way, if you lose your talent, go the fuck away. Okay? Okay. Like, for example, the new defense and attack, if you lose your talent, those go away. You're back to normal damage. Your amazing regeneration, if you lose your talent, i.e. you get your head chopped off, then that goes the fuck away. But you're also out of the game. In this zone, unless decapitated, or if your body takes too much damage, and you're not sure what that is, basically if you get less than 0 hit points, then you're running into a risk of your head just comes off from too much damage anyway. But until that point, you regenerate 1 hit point per round regardless.
Okay.
Next, rule change for this zone only. If you melee attack in a round, the first parry starts at -30. Or, so in other words, you can attack at full, parry at -30. Or you can fight defensively, parry at full, attack at -30. Okay?
So it's like block strike in this every round if you're doing melee combat.
Block strike, but one of them's at -30, your choice which.
Okay.
There's special head chop rules. Basically, you can either reduce somebody to like unconscious, or at least unconscious for a bit, and then just next action go, I chop off his head, Logan, and he'll pop right off. Or if he's still up, you can do a called shot -30, and if your damage equals how many remaining hit points he has, then the head will come off. That's for if you're in a fucking hurry or something. It's risky and probably won't work, but it looks fucking marvelous. And Glenn comes back in after his phone call, and he teaches you guys a new skill, which is actually a new spell. It's called Sword Trick. I need to roll for him because he may fuck it up. Now, with the spells, this is special. It's the player's responsibility to remember their spells. If you don't, then you don't get to use it until you go fucking review it and shit, okay? I will copy paste it into Chrome also, so that you've got it and you can write down the important shit. Casting time, 5 rounds. In other words, if you're casting it during combat, it's a bad idea. Range is touch. It lasts till sunup, sundown, or you take out the sword. This is for putting it back. The whole spell is putting it back. Costs 6 magic points. This allows the player to hide a sword on them. If they're not wearing suitable clothing, like a trench coat, for example, they just hide it behind their back to cast a spell. Same for drawing it. If you have a trench coat, you can take it out of the trench coat. Otherwise, haha, behind you. You can't just make it go bing in your hand and appear. Basically, casting the spell allows you to utilize an extra dimensional pocket, which is extremely limited and only holds the sword. Every time you want to store the sword, wide varieties of sword, anything from a Roman short sword up to the two-handed, quote, long sword, it must be able to be hidden under a trench coat. That's the size limitation. Normal trench coat you could wear. No roll to pull out the item. Pulling it out is just, aha, your action. I have a sword. Putting it away is where it costs, or where it takes longer. Normally, this spell works in this reality area and stuff without any extra rolls. You don't have to do a willpower roll to force the magic to work, even though it doesn't want to. You can only have 1 sword in storage at a time. Also, warning, if you go through some gates, it may or may not get rid of extra dimensional pocket items. Yeah, and also if you hit a null zone, then it may make it inaccessible until you get out of there, unless you can use your willpower to force it to work. Does anybody have any questions? In its simplest form, it's spend 5 rounds, 6 magic points, make the spell roll, and then you can hide the sword.
Skill times 1.
It starts at your learn.
Yeah,
Yep.
Times 1.
Yes. But I'm going to guess that you have plenty of opportunity to do it. In fact, now here's the thing with casting all spells. If you fail the spell, it uses 3 magic points at a time. So on this spell, not all spells, this spell, because it's normally 6, so it uses half the magic points. So you can basically either try till it succeeds, or you don't have 6 magic points left.
So hold on. If you attempt to do it, right? So if you got under 6, it's not worse. Because even if you do it and fail,
yeah, you can't even try it if you've got less than 6 magic points. So if you have 12 magic points, you can try. You're done. But yeah, Glenn definitely would like to have you guys try.
Okay.
Good.
There are plenty of swords here in a wide variety of styles.
So he shows us how to do the spell, right?
Yes, I'm going to actually roll for him because he has a really good chance of it, but it is Logan rolling.
Oh, it is Logan rolling.
It is Logan rolling. So we'll start with Chris. First, his spell roll. Yes. And now his teaching roll. Yes. Chris has learned it. And now Jana, his spell roll. Nice. And his teaching roll. Nice. Jana, he is fucking awesome at this.
Yes.
It took like
No,
minutes.
until it gets to me.
And here comes Alex Kinley. First, the spell roll.
Poke in the eye.
Still works.
Oh.
And the teaching roll. Yes.
Ooh.
Everybody has now picked up that new spell sword trick.
I think I see how you do it. You do it like this. Ah.
Now,
I'm going to roll my spellcraft to see if I learn anything else about the way it works.
go for it.
I got it.
If you, and this is something that if you want to tell the air people on, if you make a crit, you will, as far as how it works, it accesses an extra dimensional, very specialized pocket. For all of you guys, if you roll a crit on this when you're casting the actual spell, let me know. For you guys, and only you guys, not other people who live in the zone, special shit happens. Let me know when you guys are all out of magic points, because he wants you to try until you can hide a sword, and then he's happy. Or until you can't do it anymore, either one.
Skill card. Yes! I got it!
Excellent. He does not recommend pulling it out because you have lots and lots of swords here.
I am out of magic points.
Pulling it out.
Well, pulling it out is it's
Don't put it out in public.
right. That is true, actually. Let's see, other stuff. Let's see. Fumble. Okay, Fumble uses all 6 magic points.
Okay.
Are you still conscious?
Yeah.
Good. Right. And you're done for the day messing with that spell. You can mess with our spells if you have them, but right. Other briefing stuff. Keep your sword fighting and stuff secret from non-members of SAG, the acting guild. Also, he recommends personally keeping it secret. Like if you were to kill off Johnny Rocco or something like that, keep that shit secret. Don't tell people you killed off Johnny Rocco, because then his enraged fans may come and kill you, because normal people can still kill you or make your life really bad.
So even though it's kind of cloak and dagger, is this still kind of a known thing in this?
Good question. He says, take a card. It's only known by definitely by the actors who are at least C-list. D-list don't know, but not all directors know about it. Not all managers know about it. Some are in the know, some are not. Also, keep it secret from staff and normal people. Even in California, there are plenty of places to kill each other privately. Do that instead. If he recommends keeping your battles secret from everybody. Also, no cops ever. Sort out your own messes. He says, does everybody have the phone number for MCC?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you might want to get it from them, he says. They're the body cleanup service.
Oh, got it.
But they are not immediate. Sometimes it takes them an hour or a few hours to get out there. Now, for some reason, I can't figure out, the cops seem partially blinded when it's actor-on-actor violence. They may not know or think that it's like improv play or something. But yeah. Now, the one time that I heard about an actor offing a studio exec, because they're not in on this, there was suddenly forensic vans everywhere, and that guy's still rotting in jail. Now, also, if you kill people who work from your studio, he pulls out a card and he says, according to this, you guys are working for Bobcat Film and Media Productions.
Okay.
Bobcat. Then your own studio may hunt you down. There are literally tons of other studios. Go kill them instead. Also, it's considered very poor form to kill people on a project you've already been hired for, or, it's not technically illegal, but it may make it a lot harder to get work. There are tons of unemployed actors. Go kill them instead. Also, even though there's no rule about it, actors seem to normally stick to actors, singers to singers, etc. Because if like you go after singers and stuff, then they may gang up on you and say, what's he doing messing with ours? We like to kill our own people.
What's the new Pussycat?
Woody Allen, he says? I don't know. Dishonorable actors usually get found out about pretty quickly. If you act with honor, you have a longer life expectancy. The A-listers, they work on keeping their numbers fairly few. Be super careful about killing non-actors. If it's unavoidable, there's no weapon restrictions. But don't get locked away for 20 years for murder. The police seem less confused when dealing with these guys. So, let's see. It like if one of you is doing their first duel, it'd be a good idea for the others to hang out kind of nearby to keep an eye to make sure, like, when they're all helpless after decapitating somebody, that nobody else comes and fucking chops their head off. Yeah, that's pretty much the long and long of it. Does anybody have any questions? There's a knock at the door
Oh no.
of the dojo.
Hello.
Jim?
Jim does come in. Hello, ma'am, he says.
Hi.
Yes, I have a letter for Mr. Kinley. It's quite thick.
Thank you, Jeeves.
He glares at you and leaves.
I will use my sword to cut the letter open. No, I'm kidding. I open this up.
It appears to be a macaroni and glue picture of you, not very well done, from a 50-year-old lady fan.
Ooh, that's it. Have anything inside? No?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and hang it on my wall in my bedroom.
All right. There you go.
Why
Well,
does
he's gone. Glenn just looks at you guys and goes, he's an odd one.
Yeah, well, indeed.
Where's my fan mail?
I don't know, he says. Where is your fan mail? Maybe they couldn't figure out what name to send it to. Apparently he studied you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
He when Alex comes back, he does give you guys a sword training if you'd like it. He would like to give it to you, but he's not going to force it on you.
Sure.
Yes, please.
All right, going down the list, Chris. He tries to train you. Okay. He gives you a check in sword attack, Jana a check in sword attack, and Matt nothing.
I don't need it.
There you go.
Should we have a parry? Should we have a little...
Sure, he'll try to train everybody in parry.
Well, no, I'm just saying, should we have a little...
Oh, you want to parry him? Sure.
Little fence off.
Oh, yeah, he's happy to give. Sure. He goes for a little attack action. I'm not going to do a full combat here yet, but.
So you say parry at -30?
Well, that's only if you're also attacking. If you're just parrying, then you could try attacking at -30. It's up to you.
Okay.
He missed.
Great.
Wow, you fucking caught that shit. And you've got your sword blade in his throat, and he goes, I can see you're good. Yeah, you're fine. You're okay. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions for me? Guess not.
So,
Well,
just bladed weapons, like just swords, are what are mainly used.
yeah.
Be right back. Let's go get chicken food.
What about fists?
Not normally used in the duel. Plus, I mean, you could just kick them and stuff, but remember, they're taking a lot less damage from it.
Mm.
Even wooden swords?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just want to
Yes,
know the specifics, just in case.
Yep. In the end, there will be less. But he says, yeah, if you guys need me and stuff, you can call me or whatever.
Okay.
Let me get your number, put it in my phone.
Oh, take a card. You guys exchange numbers. He thought you had them. You did not. And he says, now, between us, Alex is off playing with his macaroni pitcher or masturbating to himself in macaroni, whatever. Nobody knows.
We
He
should
says,
kill him, right?
I don't recommend it. He is part of your.
Oh,
works for
that's
the
one
same
of the
company.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
I
gods
mean,
hate me. God damn
nice. Nice. Here, I'll move the thing back to the thing. There you go. He says, don't worry about when you get into sword fights. I'm sure it will happen. Also, in just so you know, in the C-list thing, probably going to be used to some degree as thugs against other actors, but fortunately, at C-list level, nobody is that great at sword fighting anyway. Okay, so. But watch your ass for the fucking B-listers and don't even mess with the fucking A-listers. They will chop your shit up.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be like you, but I fucking lost a duel with an A-lister because I thought I was the shit, and now I have no talent. But rather than become entourage, I became a trainer.
Mm.
Also, the people who aren't Doras don't know about it. You appear different to them, so nobody from my old life really recognized me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of weird shit going on here, but I don't know why.
That is weird.
Are you a Dora as well, or no? Are you from here?
No, I came from somewhere else.
Okay.
How did you come here?
He just gives you a fucking level look and doesn't say a thing.
Mm. Yes, yes.
Well, I'd better get going, he says.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Remember to call me if you need anything. He's got your number also, if you don't mind. He pisses off.
Great.
Alex Kinley is still upstairs looking at his fucking macaroni pitcher. And he seems really, you can see him through the fucking window up there staring at it. Like,
Is Jim nearby or anything?
you don't see, you could go look for him if you want. He's not in the dojo.
Is there an intercom? No.
Now,
I'm gonna look at my phone to see if there's like a schedule on there at all.
nope.
Nope. Okay.
I called him on my phone.
Yes, ma'am. He answers.
I give you my phone.
Hello. He says, the phone's talking. She's handing you a phone, holding it out, and it's saying hello. It's
I
talking
take
to
the
you.
phone. Hey, Jim. Do we have any appointments today? Do we have anything that we're scheduled to do today?
No, but I believe since you're done with your training, eventually your manager, Mr. Goldstein, will stop by, or tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you knew our itinerary or not. I was just thinking.
No, sir. I'm uncertain of your itinerary. But as normal, if you will be home for dinner, please call Mrs. Parapet.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And she will prepare the evening meal.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. He hangs up. Chris, you now have 2 phones. Jana has no phone.
I give her her phone.
Oh, all
Thank
right.
you.
I give Elliot a call.
Hello. Is this
Hi,
you? This is me.
Hi, this is.
How did you
James.
know?
What do you mean?
How did you know I was going to call you?
I know these things. Anyway, so what is on our itinerary for today?
Bad things. Bad.
Oh,
Bad
Oh, no.
things.
we have to work.
You know, it's too horrible to even go into. But yeah, I'll be there in an hour. I can't believe that we have these kind of things. In a just society, we would not have to do this.
Okay.
but
How
it's
should we
not
dress?
a just society.
Casual?
Real casual.
Okay.
Oh.
Super casual.
All right.
Wear red with your brown pants.
Gotcha.
Brown pants.
All right. See you in an hour.
Yeah. I wish I didn't have it. He's still muttering as he hangs up.
All right. So I guess until Elliot gets here, I'm going to go hit some balls for half an hour and then get ready.
Give me a golfing roll. This is fucking awesome. Jana, what do you want to do for
Oh. No, I did not fumble.
God damn it. I had a plan for a fumble.
I don't do very well. I get pissed off and I throw my club.
No problem. The two Hispanic gardeners that you have the picture of find the club and a phone. They turn both into Jim, who puts the phone back in Alex's room where he is still standing transfixed. You hear him screaming. And the club he puts away until later where, he may put it somewhere else or clean it. Who knows? He's doing butler things. Right. Jana, what were you doing for your hour? Anything?
I will call Carol.
Carl. Sorry, I gave you too many numbers in your phone, so now I gotta figure out which one it is. Did you say Car or Carl?
Carol.
C-A-R?
Little L.
Who is Carl?
I don't have.
No. In the phone, it came with Elliot, Car. C-A-R.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you.
I was confused about this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure who Carl is. Let's take it.
No, it's Car probably. Okay.
Okay. You want to call Car instead? Okay.
Car isn't interesting. I will just drink something, drink a bit, just a little, and
Okay, no worries.
chill until the person arrives and brings our horrible fate to us.
That's the spirit. How do you like your new reality, Jana?
I like my new reality. I'm curious about exploring more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like the vision of the actors devouring each other.
Ooh, got Matt back. Now to push the button that sends an electric shock through Chris. Yeah. Let's do it again. Fuck it. Back. Now, since everybody can see the back of my head, it's probably a good thing I haven't gotten bald back there. Yay.
I'm thinking the same thing when you're in the toilet.
That went bald back there? Oh, no.
I could see the back of my head, and I was like, oh, not too bad.
Well, they say that the camera adds 20 pounds. In my case, it may be more. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how much I can get away with saying it's the camera makes me fat. It's not me eating nonstop. It's the camera. Food.
Where is the food?
I'm going to eat the camera. Elliot Goldstein shows up crying and wringing his hands together. He bemoans your fate. He's like, I can't believe the studio would do this to you.
Stop it! Just tell us.
All right. He goes and stands dramatically in front of the window, facing out, looking out. And he says,
We've been cancelled.
what?
We've been cancelled.
No, you're
we
not
will
doing a show. He says, I need you to make it humane.
What? I don't know how to do that.
Somebody tell her what humane means, he says. The studio, Bobcat, wants you to pay a visit Wade Bryant. He also worked for Bobcat, but he crossed the line. He used a gun, broke one of the big rules, and so they want him
Dealt with.
Yes. He goes, all right. He seems very emotional about this, too.
Was he like your boyfriend or what?
What? No, it's somebody else from the studio, though. When one person from the studio goes bad, it tarnishes us all, but to have to take matters to this extreme, it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well at all.
Well, that's why you are not the one doing it, right? So you can be happy and just go and we will take care of it.
All right.
So you just got to kill.
Wade Bryant, he says, he gives you his address. And he says, all right, well.
And do you know anything about him?
No, he's a C-lister.
Okay.
But he wanted too much, and he just went off the edge. You know
Yes.
how bad it is to have somebody go bad. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it, but you've got his address. If you need anything else,
We will call you, yes.
all right.
Maybe you should be an actor.
No,
I was
no,
also thinking.
Please, you're just messing with an old man. He goes out and walks down the driveway to where the limo is. You guys mock him for a while. He goes, you're just trying to make me feel better. The short-haired lady opens the back of the limo and he gets in. She closes it. She gets in and drives him off.
Well, this seems like something we know how to do.
Jana, take a card. You're right. Mayhem and murder is something you know how to do.
Why is it
All right.
when we got here, I feel like we're already being set up for something?
Maybe, yes, I don't
Take a
know.
card, Matt.
I didn't hear what Matt said.
Good.
I said, why do I feel like we've only just got here and we've already been set up for something?
So who's the guy that we're supposed to go take out?
It's the Brian.
Brian?
Brian, I think he did.
Oh, Jana, please buy new headphones.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to draw a card.
Oh, I got Murder in the Dark card. Yeah.
Brian, what's his last name?
Bryant. Mr. Wayne Bryant or something? I can.
Oh, Wayne Bryant?
I don't know, was it? Logan?
Give me a memory roll.
No, it's just 'cause it's still got you echoing here in my ears.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, Wade Bryant.
Wade.
Oh,
And you have his address.
So Logan, I'm going to go turn on the computer and do research to see if his entourage has other SAG members with him.
Go for it. Give me a computer use roll to not explode the computer and a research roll to find out anything useful.
No, I'm kidding. I got it.
God damn, that was quick. Right. He's a C-lister. It doesn't say if he has an entourage with him, but he wasn't typically photographed with entourage. I mean, at C level, you don't have a lot in the way of entourage. That's mostly a B level and A level thing.
Does he have other people? Does he have other actors that hang out with him? Like, we're known as a trio, so does he have other people?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Where's the address? Is it close by or?
It's not too far away, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that.
do you think they
Oh, he must live in the valley.
Do you think they would be angry if I skinned him?
No. I think so. I think that probably goes against their code of conduct.
I'm just curious. Is there a reason?
Yeah.
I mean, are you gonna skin him, hang him upside down, and get all predator on his ass, or what?
I need. Well, do you have a nice skin? I need somebody's skin, you know.
For what exactly? I'm curious now, for sure. Like, are you making a suit? Do you need some premium lotion as well? I mean, do you need a bucket and a dog and a well? I mean, what is? I need to know these things.
Well, it's personal, so you know.
Personal. Oh, okay. So, all right.
It has to do
That's
with
stepping
my.
over the line. Not
Yes.
trying to skin someone is fine. However,
Yes.
As he's saying this, Jim walks in and he has a tray of drinks. When he hears skin somebody, he just turns and then walks back out.
Like the revolving door. When he's like, you let someone do the tray, just turns straight back around the table.
It has.
People. Oh,
does he have to be alive when you do this? Is it okay if he's dead? Are you going to turn it to leather? Should we boil him first so it falls off easily? I mean, these are questions that, you know, this is why I'm asking.
Yeah, that's true. That's it. Well, it's more of a like. You need to try different approaches and see what works. You know, I'm not sure exactly how the thing I want to do works. So maybe this will be like first experiment with it. You know, it has to do with helping a loved one. So that's okay.
Funny that you should mention loved ones. Did your mother not love you very much? Why don't you sit down here? We have a little bit of time.
Again, stop shrinking me.
Tell me about your mother.
She was so. I start talking about my mother.
I start psychoanalysis.
Go for it. Roll.
That, by the way, that link I've just put in, that's the waiter.
I did not make it. Clearly, she is beyond my level of psychology. Right. I'll have to do some research on all that.
Okay. So, skinning. How are we feeling about skinning? Not so good. Good. No. Yes.
Reference my video.
Maybe next time.
You know, we are running around murdering people, so I mean.
Well, you know, the problem is that we are in this new world, and I don't know how if we will ever get back to the other place we were in. So maybe
Alex has found a new home.
Maybe the skinning will come later, because I need the skin. If I need to bring the skin to the loved one, it's a gift, you know. So maybe I don't need it right now when we don't know how this works at all. So maybe.
What do you feel you need to do there?
Oh, thank you, Alex. You always understood me.
I'm glad someone does. So when are we gonna go? I mean, do we want to just go now? Palate cleanser for the day after hearing about the skinning, possibly.
Yes, let's do it.
Just straight up murder instead.
Yes.
All right. Let's go chop someone's head off so that we can get past all this skinning talk. That sounds great.
Cool.
You know what? We've just got to live in the world we're put in, I guess.
How would you like to get there?
Okay, hold on. What time of the day is it?
Matt, what is that in front of you? Oh, that's your vape thing. Okay, it's huge on the screen. I was like, what? It's probably around noon.
It's not very nice to go in and bust down someone's door and cut their head off at lunchtime, is it? Should we wait a bit? Is that the etiquette thing to do?
Well, I figured we'd go there, ask him out for lunch, and then do it, there. Yeah.
Let's do it. I didn't kill somebody in a long time, so.
Something tells me that Jana's going to be very talented in this place.
The only thing is that I don't know how to handle swords, so that's a minor problem. But...
She's going to be like, I'm an A-lister. We're like, we're going to be there 4 hours.
Yes.
As soon as she learns to handle a sword, absolutely.
That's the only thing holding her back.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to hop into our Volkswagen and go.
All right. Now, as mentioned earlier, the problem is that whoever has to do this has to reverse out of the twisting driveway next to the cliff. So my question is, who is driving? And would everybody else like to buckle up or say, fuck it?
Well, in general.
There is a bunch of twisted metal on the edge, off the edge of the cliff, like several people have tried before to back up and failed.
Can you imagine, like, we let Jana drive?
Do we have car? We have car in our phone, so we can just call a car and go, right?
Now, can you keep your vaping thing off to one side? Because otherwise yeah, there you go.
Whatever.
Yeah, people want to see your smiling face.
I think we're going to... I can just see us, like, all becoming entourage within the first 2 hours. Because Jana backs us.
Well, like I said, it's only 3 or 4 meters down, so it definitely won't kill you. But
say that.
I call a car.
Okay, you call the car number, and the answer is
no.
This is Delma Minger. May I help you?
Yes, I need a car.
I'm currently driving Mr. Goldstein, but after I'm done, then I can come and pick you up.
I'll let you know. We might need your services when you're done taking him where he's going.
Very well. Just call back if you do, sir.
Yeah, so I was just letting you know that we might need your services.
Yes, sir. I will make my way back toward your house when I'm done.
Okay. So I hang up. I know you guys don't probably know how to drive, so I will drive, okay?
I was going to say, you have 3 different cars here, so hey! Oh, fuck.
We get in the first one. Let's crash this one first.
All right. Give me a drive roll to go through the unfamiliar backing up the driveway.
I don't make it.
All right. Well, you guys can either walk around the long way. The car isn't that bad, but you're gonna need it like towed out or whatever.
Okay, let's get car number 2.
You can either walk around or you can climb up the cliff if you want to try to get a check in climbing. It's up to you.
I'll climb. Check
All
the
right.
time.
Go for it. All right, great. Anybody else want to try climbing up the cliff?
Why not?
Oh no.
Jana falls off. Right, Jana.
Oh, jeez.
Matt does a head dive. Right, Jana roll 1d6 of damage to yourself. Matt rolled 2.
Oh no.
Oh, wasn't it? Oh, okay. 1d6 for each of you. Wait, you have a 70 or higher in climb, Matt? You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
You did a lot.
Wow.
Oh, no, I've got exactly 70.
Ah, well then that's not a fumble by 1 point.
4.
Ah, excellent. It regenerates quickly.
That's not 52 damage. Oh.
Oh.
No problem.
That's
Yeah.
right. 6 rounds later.
Yep, exactly. You guys are loving the new regen. Chris is fine. The other 2 are all dirty and shit, and like a little bit ripped clothes. And they're like,
All right, let's go.
Are you sure you want to drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vroom! It's on top of the other one. The first car now has substantial damage.
I climb back up.
The 2
I
Mexican
also
gardeners are watching
climb up.
in the background, like.
All right. Thank goodness we have 3 cars.
Here comes the 3rd one.
I make it.
Hey!
Yay.
Are really thought for a minute there Chris is going to just make the third one and he got in the phone and be like, actually, we're going to need this one.
No problem. Both the gardeners go and applaud. They seem very impressed.
I think big bow.
No problem. Right, Chris, give me a navigation roll, or you could use your GPS in the car. And no
First,
roll.
I'd get lost, and then I'll use it.
Okay.
Nope. Yes, I do so. I get lost, and then I use the GPS.
Cut to Brian's house. There's no gate, but he does have a big U-shaped driveway, the kind of driveway you wish you had, because there's no drive roll to get in or out of this motherfucker. You just go in a big half circle and everything's fine.
I'm sure we'll still find a way of wrecking it.
True. Good sized lawn. There's 3 cars parked near the house. There's a 4-door dark blue sedan, a black pickup truck, and the last is some sort of ugly orange 2-seater fast sporty car. Appraisal rolls from those who care. All the cars have tinted windows, by the way.
Why do we have these shitty cars?
Nope.
No.
No? Right. And the house itself looks like from the outside a 4-bedroom, very Californian house. You're standing in front of it or sitting in your car in front of it. There's no unusual traffic on the street or anything like that. It's just,
Get out and approach the house.
There you go. You're at the house.
Ding dong.
Nobody answers the doorbell, which
What?
would have made life a lot better if they did, actually. But yep.
Well, I suppose it's he probably knows he's done something wrong. He knows he's done something badong, very bad and wrong. But probably in, getaway.
Probably called up his boys, which is why the cars are out front.
And hiding.
Is the door open?
You try it, and it's not locked.
Walk in.
Okay, everybody give me smell rolls.
Oh, fuck.
The first thing that hits you when you go in is some sort of wood and nutmeg type of smell. Anybody
It's
make a
smelly in
smell
here.
roll?
He's smelly.
Smell.
Potpourri.
Jana,
What is? I can find my smell.
did you roll low enough to get a rare skill to get?
No.
Right.
She's not even-
Moving on. Just inside the front door is a big bowl with a bunch of different keys, matchbook, and an unmarked syringe with liquid in it. Pharmacy roll if you want to go for pharmacy.
Right.
What is it?
Your guess would be insulin, although unless you tested, it could be anything, but it looks like an insulin type of deal.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is there any noise? Is there?
give me listen rolls.